Good morning, folks, and happy Tuesday. Well, we screwed up last night, and we fell into the trap of temptation, and we stayed up, and we played games with JB, because when we got home, she goes, I want to play some more games. And I was like, well, I need to get to bed. And then here we were, at 1:30 in the morning, playing games. But to the ones who are there, shout out to y'all, big thank y'all. Also to the ones who are there, I promise y'all I did not just abruptly hop off. Our Wi-Fi went out. Someone hit one of our power poles, and it took them a fat minute to get it back on. So I apologize. Big apologies. It crashed on us. Someone crashed into our Wi-Fi, which made it crash on us. But we woke up with a giant freaking migraine and a terrible, terrible, terrible earache. So wish us luck on this day. I guess let's head to the gym. Let's go knock out this lift. You'll get stronger today than we were yesterday. See if that will soothe our earache and our headache, and then go get better today than we were yesterday. Well, we have made it to the gym, folks, and we are on super, super limited time. We got no time to BS around in here today. We got to get in, and we've got to get out as quickly as we possibly can. But sorry, I'm trying to gather up my things, my rash guard, my fight shorts, all those things before we run in there. But there they are. All right. But the LA Fitness in town, which is the only other gym in town that offers the same amenities as the One Life, recently shut down due to like some code violations and stuff. So yeah, I guess just wish me luck. Let's hope that the One Life ain't too terribly packed out, and we can get in, we can get out and do our thing and get to practice on time. So yeah, folks, wish me luck. It's a squat day, so I hope we can find a rack. Well, good news, folks. We were able to get the important things done, like our squats and our sorry about that. We didn't have time to freaking change. Like I said, we were running on very short time, but like I said, we were able to knock out the important lifts. We were able to get out our squats. We were able to get out our bent over rows. We were able to get out our RDLs and our shrugs, all the things that are going to improve our explosion, improve our jiu-jitsu, all of those things. Now it is just time to make it to the gym on time. If there is any sort of traffic, we will be freaking late. So I guess just wish me luck that Atlanta traffic doesn't throw us no freaking curveballs. But sheesh, that was a good lift. And folks, so there is this, I don't know, I think last time I asked him, he was like 68, and that was like 4 or 5 years ago. But there's a real senior gentleman who goes into the gym that I go to, and man, every day he is getting in the work, and I just hope that when I'm his age, I am still trying to get in that work, still trying to keep myself healthy. If he can do it, why can't you? You're probably like, what? I look at the analytics of these videos. You're between the ages of 25 and 35. Traditionally, most of y'all between the ages of 25 and 35. So if he can do it, if they can do it, well, why can't you? I mean, if you're watching this channel, you probably have no issue getting your butt up and getting to the gym. But if you do, just remember that 70-year-old man who is putting in the work, breaking a sweat, exhausted every stinking day. But like I said, folks, we were able to get a rack. We were able to knock out the important things. We had to go super intensely, like in between sets, just a little oof. And then, oh goodness, I'm starting to shit. See, I told you, I freaking got after it this morning, even with the limited time we had. It was literally a in between sets. Sorry about that. I started shaking profusely. I'm trying not to, but like I said, it was intense. We got our work in. We got more explosive today than we were yesterday. We got stronger today than we were yesterday. We may have even built a little bit of muscle today. So I guess let's focus on driving, folks. Let's go get better today than we were yesterday. Somehow I managed to duck and dodge all of the traffic. So we somewhat made it on time. Let's hope that they have an on-started technique and we can, well, figure out what we're doing today. Get better today than we were yesterday, folks. You know what I mean? Let's get in here and do it. Well, good news. We made it in just enough time to catch technique and to figure out what the heck we were doing today. If we would have been like 1 minute, 2 minutes later, coach would have been going, all right, everyone. Anyone got any questions? All right, awesome. We'll go drill. Luckily, I had walked in right when he was about to do that, so he ends up repeating himself. I hate when making people repeat themselves, but luckily we figured out what we were doing today. And with everything riding against us, not getting enough sleep, you know, waking up with an earache, headache, we ended up having a freaking phenomenal day. It blows my mind when that happens. Like the days you're like, oh, I'm about to get my ass smashed. Then you end up having a phenomenal practice. Those are the kinds of days I like. I think it's because you set the bar really low for yourself. So no matter what you end up doing, it ends up being rewarding to you. Does that make sense? So I'm proud of us. We had a good day of getting better today than we were yesterday. Now time to get home so that we can take a quick nap so that then we can wake up and go get our kids better today than they were yesterday. Finish up this last competition class with everyone, and then this weekend they compete. So I guess let's get home as safely as we can. No more tickets, not for me. Well, folks, we have made it home in enough time to get us a nap in before getting back up to go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. And I am sure glad we made it home in enough time to get us a nap in before having to go get these kids better today than they were yesterday, because goodness gracious, that headache settled back in on the way home, and so did that earache, and now I am feeling like shit. Let's just be real. I feel like boo-boo. But luckily we get to take a nap. So hopefully we will feel better when we wake up, and we will feel nice and refreshed and, well, ready to go get them better today than they were yesterday, or at least prepped for this tourney. But on the way home, I was watching a Papa Meat video. I don't know if y'all know him on YouTube. If you don't, you should go watch him. He's hilarious. Real funny guy. But goodness gracious, you TikTok NPCs. I mean, I seen the Miles Morales. I knew about him, but the rest of y'all, that thing goes deep, bruh. That goes deep, folks. And some of y'all be taking it a little too far. It's kind of weird. It's kind of strange. That's pretty much all I gotta say about it. It's just weird. And the trend, it goes deep. And some of y'all, it's just strange. It's just strange, folks. But I guess I'm gonna take my butt inside, knock out this nap, and then get back up. And I hope we feel better to go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. Well, that nap did absolutely zero for our ear. That joker is still hurting. But we'll have to put that in the back of our heads. We got to get these kids better today than they were yesterday, and I'll worry about this earache later. Well, it took us a little longer than we had thought to get out of the door, to get up here, to get these kids better today than they were yesterday. And we just barely made it on time. So let me run in here and get them tournament ready. Shoot, folks, it is stinking hot out here. But also, shoot, folks, these kids are freaking getting good out here. I'm super stoked to see all of them compete this weekend. Every one of these kids have freaking grinded over the past, like, I don't know, 8 weeks. Every one of them. I mean, there's not one who I'm like, they could have done more. They really, all of them have progressed. They have improved. And dude, they're gonna crush it at this comp. Like I told my kids a few weeks ago, the only thing I really care about is have fun and work hard. As long as you have fun and you work hard, you ain't gonna hear any complaints out of me. Now, if you don't work hard or you don't have fun, then you might have a little complaints out of me. I might be like, dude, is jiu-jitsu for you, or do you enjoy it? Because if you don't enjoy it, don't do it. Or if you don't work hard, I may ask you the same thing. Or just be like, dude, what the heck is your problem? You can't go out here and just mosey around. You gotta push the pace, bruh. You gotta work hard. This isn't an easy sport. But as long as you go out there, you work hard, and you have fun, I don't care. Win, lose, draw. As long as you worked hard, we can fix that. We can fix the rest of it. But I can't teach you how to work. That's something that you got to find within you. But folks, I thought we got out of here early enough to get to our class to go get better today than we were yesterday on time. But I guess I was unfortunately mistaken. It's saying it's going to be an hour and 20-minute drive, so fingers crossed that it is not an hour and 20-minute drive. Well, we have officially been driving for an hour plus, and we still haven't made it. We're not even close. I've come to the conclusion I'll just make it when I can make it. We're not in any rush at this point. No point in rushing, because if we try to rush, we're just going to get irritated, because we can't rush, because we're in bumper-to-bumper traffic. So just wish me luck. We'll eventually make it there. We'll eventually make it. Hopefully. Well, we made it. We made it. And we're late. 30 minutes late. And you know the bad thing is like, I made sure I got out of there in a abundance of time to make it here. It just took me an hour and 45 freaking minutes to get here. So, I guess let's get in here and, get better today than we were yesterday. Catch as much practice as we possibly can. Apologize, because there's nothing that we can do about this unexpected, slick expected, but I mean, I couldn't leave any earlier than freaking 5, you know what I mean? So let's get in here and get better today than we were yesterday, folks. Almost there.
What is that? 10 seconds.
So on this side, guys, looking up on your own, guys. Remember what all that is here.
30 or 45 seconds.
Work the back, start, guys. Alright, so whatever you go, work the back, so first 30 seconds, you're going to come out and then Alright, we may have been late, but we made up for it with an abundance of live goes in MMA. And then after, I was like, hey, does anyone want to wrestle? And I made like 5 guys line up and just wrestle with me until they were all done. And now we're running next door. Oh, and I got some boxing rounds in, and I got some pad rounds, and now I'm running next door for some jits. So let's go get better today than we were yesterday. Well, sheesh, folks, I freaking zapped myself today. But, I mean, more hours of training than you did sleep the night before will indeed do that to you. But, even with feeling absolutely freaking zapped, I still want to go home and hop on some games. So luckily, our dinner is meal prepped. So all we gotta do is get home, grub down, and hop on the games. We ain't gotta find something. We ain't gotta friggin' make something. It's already made. Just pop it in the microwave and grub down. So I guess let's get home as quickly as we can without obtaining another ticket so that we can play some freaking games. And then, you know, get some rest tonight. I'm about to do one of the laziest things known to man. We have 45 miles until empty, and we got a 40-minute drive, and I really don't want to stop for gas, so I'm going to cross my fingers and hope we make it home. Well, we were able to make it home without having to stop and get some gas, so we got home earlier than we should have. But now that we have stopped going today, I'm starting to feel like dog poo, honestly. And, well, the plan was to come home and hop on some games because, well, you remember last night, you know, we had an issue with the Wi-Fi. Someone freaking crashed into the power pole, knocking our Wi-Fi out. So I was going to make it up to y'all by, like, getting back on the game, apologizing, doing all those things, because I feel like dog poo about it. But now we feel like dog poos, so I guess we will kind of play it by ear, because we should just go inside and go to bed. But if after eating, it gives us a little bit more pep in our step, I think we might just go ahead and hop on. That's the goal, is to hop on. So, I guess let's get in here, let's grub down and say a little prayer in hopes that we feel better. So, if I see you tonight, I hope to see you. That's kind of the plan. If I don't, I apologize. And good night, folks. BillyGoat freaking loves you.